Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome, Cosmetic Science Review family. I hope you are well. Oh, my earring was acting crazy. I hope you're well. Welcome. I am so excited for this. I have been looking forward to this adventure of ours. So, yeah, I had to do a little update there for a quick second. Anywho, I just want to thank y'all for taking a minute out of your day to, check out what's new, what's popping on Cosmetic Science Review, and with our new updates I'll be doing for obviously Beauty Beyond Skin Deep, right? That's the theme on the Cosmetic Science Review page, the blog, the content provided, the education and awareness aspect of it, right? Which I just want to make sure that at the end of the day that we are more mindful consumers of what we do, of what we purchase, to put on our body and in our body for the purposes of cosmetics enhancement. And I am all for it. Listen, do that which helps you feel most beautiful and most appreciated. Do it. Yeah. So one second, I'm working off of three different screens right now. But yay. Second. Yeah. And so hopefully you had a chance to check out the latest blog post on the Cosmetic Science Review page. Again, that's at www.cosmeticsciencereview.com. And so, you know, if you get a second, during the week, we try to, publish those on they come up on Thursdays. So yeah, there's a ton of, engaging content. And again, like one of my favorite things is I love quick reads, right? Because you can literally read them anywhere. You could be on the go. You could be doing like a quick break that you're taking. To me, I'm all about mental breaks, mental vacation, right? Positive moments of like, okay, let me just take myself out of like this situation and just like let me learn something in 5 minutes or 10, 15 minutes or less. mm, it happens, it can happen, trust me. But yeah, so for if you haven't caught up on the latest updates on the page, our last, or rather, our latest post on the blog was titled "The Beauty Industry Representation Matters Here Too." Absolutely, right? So that's been one of the biggest pushes across literally like any professional sector, is this understanding of representation. And what does equitable representation really look like? Because for the longest time it was about diversity, but like that was also very ambiguous, and people defined that quite loosely, and to fit whatever narrative they wanted to fit. But I'm glad that we're finally moving to this space of equitable inclusion, like moving beyond diversity with diversity and right equitable inclusion, recognizing the fact that it's okay to see the differences. It's okay to acknowledge them. If anything, it's encouraged so that you're able to provide solutions that are context specific, right? Because context matters, words matter, language matters. And it's important to, bring those who are, marginalized to the center stage, right? Making sure that we're including those voices in every step of the way, in every step of the decision making process. So yeah, I and as much as over the last few years, we have seen some positive changes in terms of how equitable representation is being prioritized in various beauty industry key players. We still see that there's still a big gap, in especially the large companies, right? But also on the flip side, we've been seeing a lot more pop up, entrepreneurial ventures, especially by our melanated brothers and sisters, right? Black owned businesses, Black and brown owned businesses that are addressing melanin specific needs, right? Quick shout out to Bell 51. Okay, check her out. Bam. Listen, it's like I keep saying, context matters. Understanding people's needs matter, understanding how and why melanin matters, especially when it comes to beauty products and beauty processes. I mean, fam, I mean, it seems like a simple, like an oversimplification, but Gorilla Glue saga and the happy ending of it all, thankfully, right? Sis got to keep her hair as healthy as could be. um you know she didn't have to suffer with that God, with that glue stuck on her head and her scalp, because obviously her hair wasn't breathing for over a month, it seems. And so, I mean, again, to me, it was like, this is a simple, well, maybe not simple, but this to me, it was like, this is a chemistry equation. This is like understanding how chemical bonds work, right? And like reverse engineering, right? Yay for STEM, for women in STEM. I support that. And think about it, of all the doctors that could have taken keen interest in actually solving her case, look at who it ended up being, right? Dr. Obeng, which again, I have to salute that man. Sir, thank you for for taking interest and seeing and caring enough to do something about that, right? Um, which is why, again, I keep saying this is why representation matters, because oftentimes people don't people find it difficult to empathize with that which they don't see directly impacting them. And I'm saying that this is often, it's not an always issue, but often in my experiences, I've seen that again, that is how we end up perpetuating these systems of oppression and perpetuating implicit bias experiences, right? Because you don't have to sit there and say, oh, I don't care about Black people, I don't care about Black hair, I don't care about melanin, or more melanated or pigmented skin, so I'm not going to create products for them. Companies don't come out and say that, right? Because even like when we look at why Fenty was such a big splash on the cosmetic scene, because it was like, whoa, for the first time we're like, what? Sis was like catering to the spectrum of various gradations of melanin, right? Because let's be honest, again, right, melanated folks are actually the majority of the global population, right? However, when it comes to cosmetics, we have often been treated as a minority, but we're not. And I'm glad that it's about time that we're beginning to see key players coming into these spaces that are centering and prioritizing the needs of those who happen to be more melanated to varying degrees. And that is so important, right? Because like, we see people, across the board, from like your high, super light brown, high yellow, as someone may like to call it, to super deep, dark chocolate, beautiful goodness, deep, oh, I love that tone. Like, like my Sudanese, my deep Nilotic subgroup like type coloring shade. Like, oh, I love it. It's beautiful. But I love it all. Listen, melanin is melanin. I love it. Um, yeah, and so we've seen that this has been an issue even with, let's say, actors and actresses trying to find the correct shade of cosmetic products for their skin, or the correct or you know ingredient component products for their particular skin types or skin tones, right? Because the marketplace has, especially for manufactured products, because they know, if we then look at historical context or cultural context, oftentimes more melanated groups, especially when we talk about the African diaspora, we have historically been more about the working with natural ingredients, homemade products, natural, like nature, just picking from nature, right? Working with our hands and working with the stuff that grows around us, right? From, if we're talking about even like the chabe clay, right? That the women use to treat their hair, to the animal fat and certain colorful soils and stuff like that for moisturization and SPF. sun protection, all that good stuff, right? A lot of us have been working traditionally, have been, you know, just like working with natural ingredients, which again we're seeing that now that's this big push, especially in a lot of the product lines now that are coming out specifically made for melanated, more for the more melanated skin tones, and I am here for it. I'm loving it. I am totally loving it. And so in the blog article from this week, quick shout out to Dr. Gina Charles. Hey, how you doing? Yes, she's fam. Let me tell you. Okay, we'll have her eventually here. But fam, sis, she's a doctor. Okay, she's a family physician, a beauty expert, a makeup artiste, and also like owner of Serenity Aesthetics and Wellness. Okay, Spot, come on now, come on, sis. And added in Gina Studios. Sister is busy. Hello. um and her, like, I love the fact that she connects both the health side of things, right, to cosmetics, to beauty, to the beauty industry, to the cosmetics and beauty industry. And she treats, she specializes in treatment of acne and hyperpigmentation and aging skin, and especially for issues relating to the more melanated skin tones, because again that also brings a different aspect to the types of treatment options that one could have. So again, if you are looking to do cosmetic procedures, right, whether you're DIYing or going to a professional, make sure that they truly understand the complexities of dealing with melanin, because that's important. That is very important, to make sure that you're your beauty professional, your technical beauty professional, or your physician, your doctor, surgeon, whoever, understands the complexities that come with, and the nuances that come with melanin, and how it interacts with the body, and how it interacts with or how it responds to certain procedures or certain chemicals or compounds, right? Just saying. So I mean, after all, like, skincare is essential to making sure that your black don't crack, right? Like, bam. Yes, yes. We understand. The common saying, "Black don't crack," but please go ahead, help it along to stay youthful and bouncy, and support that for healthy skincare. And again, right? So quick PSA: sunscreen, sun protection, right? SPF, UVA, UVB protection, so important. Moisturizing, family. We gotta stay moisturized out here, right? And at the end of the day, it's so important, to understand that. Fam, read. We need to start reading the ingredients, understand what is in the products that we're using, right? It's important that we are educated consumers, educated buyers, right? We are voting. We constantly vote with our pockets, where we say, "Oh yeah, I like this product. I support this product. We want more of it." So they'll keep creating more of it. And actually, funny thing, I love the fact that Black women have um, pushed for change in a major way in the way companies um, design cosmetics, the way companies process cosmetics, right? We've required the shift to more natural ingredient-based products, right? Taking out a lot of the toxic, harmful chemicals and compounds that have traditionally been in products, targeting, right, the melanated Black and brown communities, right? Especially when we talk about relaxers and texturizers and all that jazz, right? Don't even get me started on skin toning things and skin bleach creams, right? And the long term or chronic health effects that come from that. Okay, we will unpack all this in our ongoing series of Beauty Beyond Skin Deep, because I definitely think I recognize it is important to be able to make the technical practical for people to understand why we need to be more proactive in the way that we advocate for better practices across various professional scenes. So, and again, cosmetics and beauty being one of those, right? It's important to do so. So making sure that it's not only about healthy or safer ingredients, but also safer packaging, right? And safer disposal of those resulting waste products. Microbeads, anyone? Again, all these, check out the articles on the web page on the blog, fam. Just again, you can learn something new today, or learn something new every day. And cosmetic science review is one way to help you understand that. Because also we highlighted endocrine disruptive chemicals and how that plays a role in cosmetic products and the beauty industry, right? Yeah, so for more information on this, again, like I just wanted to give y'all a tidbit on, what's going on over at Cosmetic Science Review. Yes, again, that's at www.cosmeticsciencereview.com. And again, hashtag, you can tag us on hashtag Beauty Beyond Skin Deep. Also, if you're on the social media streets, please connect with us, like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. On Facebook, IG, Twitter, YouTube, at Cosmetic Science Review. And so, at the end of the day, like our highlight for today, is representation matters at every scene that we happen to find ourselves in, from the topmost executive levels to the consumer direct contact, or indirect contact with COVID now. Like representation matters at every level of decision making and engagement. And so with that, I hope I have given you some, inspiration to please check out the blog. I usually share the posts on the social medias as well. But the thing is, depending on which platform you're following, you get a slightly different curated content theme. So yeah. I look forward to continued engagement. If you would like your events shared on the Cosmetic Science Review page, go ahead, slide in those DMs, or like drop a line from via the website. If you would like to be guest featured on Cosmetic Science Review, again, feel free to reach out. Also, more importantly, also we are building our network team, or our team of contributors. So if your work relates to the cosmetics or beauty industry, specifically with concerning the health and safety side of it, connect with us. Whether you are a beautician, a cosmetologist, cosmetic scientist, cosmetic chemists, right? Physicians, medical or health and wellness professionals. Yes, we need you. I need you to, join the tribe, and like let's help, let's help increase the awareness on this topic of cosmetics and beauty, health and safety, right? So otherwise, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next Beauty Beyond Skin Deep live session. And yeah, if you like this information, you like more of it, please, click, like, share, share it with somebody else. They'll learn something. Why not? Yeah. So until next time, ciao. Bye, guys.